The premise behind this is that all straight line graphs can be expressed as y equals mx plus c. M is the gradient, which means the steepness, and c is the y-intercept, which means where it crosses the y-axis. So, first of all, let's have a look at this graph here. So this graph, let's look at the y-intercept first. That's always the easiest thing to find. So the y-intercept is where it goes through the y-axis, which is at 0. So the c, in this case, is 0. So let's have a look at our equations. Which of these has no c value, has nothing added on? Well, this one does. This one, therefore, must be y equals 2x. Let's just check that with the gradient. The gradient of this, if I go across 1, I go up 1, 2. That means the gradient is 2. So the equation would be y equals 2x plus 0, or just y equals 2x. Right, when I look at this one, again, look at the y-intercept first. It's the easiest thing to look at. Here's where it goes through. So the y-intercept, c, is -1, which means it's either this one or this one. Let's have a look at the gradient. So with this one, when we go across 1, we go down a half. So first of all, the gradient is a half. That's very important. But what's also important is that it's going down. If it's going down, the gradient is negative. So the gradient is -1/2. So which of these two is it? Well, it's got to be this one because it's got -1/2. So far, mine's been really easy. Let's have a look at this one here. Again, where's the y-intercept? The y-intercept is -1. Now we know it must be that one because it's the only one that's left with -1. But let's have a look at it. If I go along 1, I've gone up a half. So here, the gradient is again a half, but this time it's still a positive gradient. The graph is growing up. So this one must be here. And with this one here, the y-intercept is here. C is 2. And the gradient, when I go across 1, I go 1, 2, 3 up. So the gradient would be 3. So that one would be there.